coming. Gosh, this is just fantastic to see all these smiley faces and people that I've known, people that have been here, a lot of people from the very beginning, and some people just are fairly new to SJS. So I couldn't be more excited to be here, and thank you for coming. 20 years is a milestone that to me is more than just an accumulation of years. The whole SJS journey has been just that, a journey. And like all good journeys, you meet some incredible people along the way and you learn some incredible lessons. So I'm so grateful to all of you for being here tonight. So the journey. I'll start at the very beginning because my mom's here. Where are you, Mother? I don't know where you are. There you are. I'm so happy that you could be here and celebrate with us. And I need to thank you. And I need to thank you because you taught me how to be grateful. So it's the right, my mother taught me, right? So I have to show off. And I'm one of 9 children. And every December, my mom hands out her favorite child award. And how am I doing? Not that we're competitive, right? But we grew up in Holland, which is a little, I think most people know, a little farming community just west of here. And the kids in our neighborhood, farm kids, they're tough kids. They really are. The kids in our neighborhood are tough. Matter of fact, there was only one kid in our whole neighborhood that I could beat up. And in the 3rd grade, she moved. So Kevin said I was a fighter, but I really want to talk about the fire to take a shot. The fire that I had that I always wanted to take a shot. And I was born this way, and I've always had that fire in the belly and always wanted the opportunity to take a shot. And I can remember, when I was 8 or 9 years old, and my big brothers were playing basketball with their friends, and all I wanted to do was play with them, and they never let me play. They never let me play. I wanted a shot. They said, "You're too small. You're not good enough. You're too slow." And all I wanted was a shot. So what did I do? I just hang around, and I'd wait, and I'd wait, and I'd wait, and I'd wait, until someone had to go home early for supper, and they had to let me play, because I wanted my shot. And that carried over to my high school basketball career, where all I wanted to do was play college basketball. That was the goal. And in order to do that back then, you found the best pickup basketball games you could find in order to get better. And back then, the best games were at the University of Toledo. And there were 4 courts, a progression of 4 courts, with the not-so-great players over here, and then the college-only court here. And I was in high school, and I was good. I felt like I was good enough to play with the college guys, but you had to be a college basketball player or a former college basketball player to be allowed on that court. So what did I do? I showed up early, hoping to get in that first game before 10 college guys would show up, and I'd get relegated to the other court. And then I'd hang around for the last game, hoping that maybe someone would turn an ankle or, I know that's bad, but I knew I could play, and I wanted to take the shot. So to say I was obsessed about basketball when I was a little kid would be an understatement. I love basketball. I'd dribble from my house 1.5 miles to the YMCA. I'd dribble all the way and be the first one in the gym and spend my whole blissful day in that gym and dribble back home at night, just loving every minute of it, like my idol, Pistol Pete Maravich. I read a book about him because that's what he did, so that's what I did. And when it snowed in the wintertime, I'd shovel off the court, so I always had a place to shoot. And then I'd go out at night when it got dark, because my dad said, if you can make a basket at night, think how easy a well-lit gymnasium would be. And he was right. He was right. I got my shot. I got a shot to play Division II college basketball at the University of Indiana, Rensselaer. A dream come true, right? Well, ironically, that drive from Toledo to Rensselaer and back marked the end of my basketball career. It wasn't in my heart to play. I was done with that game. And now the hard part. Telling my dad, who many of you knew, who loved basketball more than just about anything else, that I didn't want to play college basketball was a tough conversation. But it had to happen. And that game was over. And it was a time for a new game. A game that he inspired in me as well. When he showed me the stock quotes on the back of the sports page. That moment, when I was 11 years old, sparked an interest in the markets that would change my life and would bring us all together tonight. So many of you know, after college, I thought I wanted to be a stockbroker. Because in the mid-'80s, that's what you did. If you were interested in the financial markets, you joined a conventional stock brokerage firm and went to work. And it didn't take me very long to see what was behind the veil of Wall Street. And what I saw there, I didn't like very much. I saw a system that focused on profits over relationships. I saw a system that worshiped money for money's sake. Ego was everywhere, and I mean everywhere. And if the clients did okay, well, that was good too. But the MO of Wall Street back then, and I would argue today, is create fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and then capitalize on it. And I thought, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a way for these people who I care so deeply about, how to take care of them, a way to sit on the same side of the table as them. And fortunately, 20 years ago, there was a cottage industry that was slowly but surely changing the way investment advice was being dispensed. The registered investment advisory space. I said, that's it. And then there was an investment methodology that we were learning about that set ego aside and replaced it with academic rigor and research and empirical data and pattern recognition, what we call market plus investing today. And those two things came together and I got to take my shot. I got to take my shot to start SJS, to play with the big boys on the college court. And so he took that shot. And it dawned on me, somewhere over the last 20 years, it's dawned on me that SJS isn't a company, it's a mission. And I think of it as a mission, and I think about where we're going as a mission. And it takes more than one person to advance this mission. Because there's so much financial suffering that's going on, needless financial worry that's going on in the world today, and that has to stop. And it's a harsh world. And there are kids that wake up every day, and through no fault of their own, kids within walking distance of where we sit tonight, that through no fault of their own are in situations where they believe they have no shot, and that has to change too. So it dawned on me, if we can do more of what we do at SJS for more people, then we can alleviate some of that financial suffering that's going on, and we can help more kids who need a shot and who deserve a shot. So that's what we're doing. That's the future. That's where we're headed. And it takes all of us to make that happen. It takes this team that you met before. The secret sauce that is SJS is in the brilliance of those people over there. They're incredible people. And a day doesn't go by where I get a call from somebody just glowing about somebody on the SJS team. And the deep care they have for you and for one another, that's part of the mission going forward. But it's also going to take you, because all these lessons that I've learned, I learned them from you. And I'm excited about learning more in the future. I learned all this stuff from you, so thank you, and I'm looking forward to learning more. And then, of course, we all have families that support this crazy mission. And in my case, I have Julie, who's given me the runway to do what's needed to be done, and I thank you. I'm eternally grateful. And everyone at SJS, they have families supporting them too. And so together we're going to take this 20 years, and this is not a midpoint. This is not an end. I really view this as a new beginning. And I'm so excited about the future. I'm so optimistic about the future that I really can't wait till tomorrow. So I'm so grateful that you all came, and I want you to make sure you stick around and mingle and have a drink. We have some wonderful food, and I'm really grateful to each and every one of you. I wish I could come around and say hi to all of you right now, but I'll do my darndest to make my way around. But thank you for being here, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
Got it all?